status. Okay, it is going to provide you project status, and with respect to time, cost, you need to understand to make this analysis. Planned value, earned value, and actual cost, these three things will be tested. You need to understand their formulas, their definitions, and on the basis of these three things, you need to make schedule variance, cost variance, schedule performance index, cost performance index. This is earned value management analysis all. Okay. The next step is actually based on these things. So how to do in Primavera P6 is very simple thing. This is project, and if I will change the layout, so here we are view, and if I will make layout, open layout, yes, earned value management, where it is, see, so here we are, and you can see that automatically Primavera, I have tracked my project, I have already incorporated my project progress, and it's going to give me performance percent complete. This is in Primavera P6. Performance percent complete is going to give you earned value. This is earned value, and the schedule percent complete is actually planned value. Okay, this is baseline. This is taken by baseline. Primavera P6 automatically calculated. So this was the work supposed to. 1 minute. What was the data date? 28 Feb. So till 28 Feb, this was the work done supposed to complete. But we have done good work, 8.78. A few, uh, digits ahead than our this planned work. But accordingly, we have schedule performance index, schedule variance in this cost variance. Okay, see, that's how Primavera P6 is going to provide you each and everything as like this. See, 1.04 mean we are ahead of schedule. It means our productivity is 4% greater than what we were promised in planning. That's a good thing. So these are the things earned value management you are going to see. Okay. So that's how you are going to make Primavera P6. But in Primavera P6, let me check again. If I will share with you people, there is schedule performance index. See, this is, we already have studied about it. Huh? So I will uncheck. This is planned value cost. This is earned value. I will make you understand again this thing. See how to activate this one, just step by step. This is view, extend this one, bottom, show on bottom, activity usage profile, step by step. When you are in tracking phase, now you have to implement activity usage profile options. So here is your earned value management systems. Planned value, earned value, estimate at completion, which is productivity, okay, predictability. So let me check over here. So here, planned value, apply, and it is going to, this is also actually, I will uncheck, apply, okay. So this is actually planned value, S curve. This S curve is actually planned value, okay. And earned value, apply. It's going good, ahead. It's very, I will make you understand by helping like this one, because there's very minimal difference, 8.48 and 8.78, very minimal. So that's why it's going good, parallel. See, this blue color and brown color going parallel. And again, if I will show estimate at completion, so actually it is giving me that estimate at completion in legend is this pink, shocking pink color. So it's going to give me that how my project will be completed. You are standing actually. So let's start to understand what is this methodology and have some real skills on hand. So earned value is a method of calculating project status. because in tracking, you know that at any point, let me show you the situation. At any point, what will happen that your project manager is going to ask you that, let me know that where we are standing right now. Like this is your timeline, okay? This is 1, this is 12. These are 12 months project. So at any random, this is like at this stage, this is your baseline S curve, and you have to tell him that we are standing like this one. See, I will explain each and everything. So this is the visualization. I will make you understand. Okay. So that's how you are going to make understand. This is baseline. This is our thought, which we have compiled. That's how we are going to make our project to execute. But here we are standing at this moment. So we can easily make comparison that what is the lag, what is the difference, what we thought and what we are standing right now. So I'm going to explain each and everything. So actually, we are going to calculate project status. So earned value is actually, first of all, you have to understand this is the comparison analysis. Whenever people are going to ask you what is earned value, it is a project management technique which is going to help you to calculate project status by comparing baseline work. Because first in planning phase, we have learned this thing, how to make baseline. Got it? Baseline. And now site people, site staff is going to give us data. You got my point? All the progress reports. And now we are going to make those progress reports into Primavera P6. That's what we call execution phase. And along with execution phase, we are going to make parallel monitor and control. This is monitoring. The people are going to reporting you that, for the templates that this work has been done this much. So that would be called monitoring. But when you are going to incorporate that data into Primavera P6, it is going to produce progress reports. So these progress reports have different kind of histograms, S curves, stats. Okay. So that's, so moving on to the next slide, 3 terminologies you need to understand to conquer this concept of earned value management system. What are these 3 terminologies? You have to write each and everything. First of all, comparison analysis. The second, it is going to give you analysis with respect to time and cost. Okay. Third, it is going to give you with respect to time, either you are ahead or behind. And then with respect to cost, it is going to give you analysis or analytical approach. Either you are over budget, you have spent a lot more than what you thought, or under budget, like you have saved some money. Okay, these 4 points are clear. Now, to conduct this analysis, we have to understand these 3 terminologies. What are these 3 terminologies actually? So let start it. The first thing is planned value. As we have already understood that project management life cycle is initiate phase, planning phase, execution phase, monitor and control phase, and closing phase. Everybody know that. It's very simple thing. So whatever we are going to estimate, whatever we are going to assume in this phase, which would be called planned or planning phase, that would be considered, that would be referred as planned value. You got my point? Either we talk about at that time, we assumed that our any activity A would take 10 days. That was our thought on the basis of productivity. That would be planned duration. Or that activity will consume, let's say, $50. So that was planned cost. That activity will see all these things which were estimated at that time in planning phase would be called planned values. You understood? You got it? So that would be called planned value. Earned value. It's like past tense. Work done. Earned. What has done? Earned. You got my point? Work done as per work schedule. Work done. Just let I will explain this one as well in the more details. And the third important thing is actual cost. This belong to planning phase. what we estimated at that time. This is execution phase, but with respect to schedule as well. I will explain the minor difference. And actual cost means actually the actual cost incurred. Let's say there is an activity, okay? So whatever you thought it it will require to complete that activity, let's say $10 in planning phase, that would be called planned value. Now, earned value is actually work done, but you have to calculate that value with respect to schedule. Actual cost is going to include everything. I will explain in the coming slide with example as well. Okay, so just give me a moment. I will share. See, first we will key performance indicators. What is this? Key perform. These are the key performance indicators. Okay, earned value management system is actually a methodology which is going to help us how to evaluate our project status with respect to time, cost, and KPI. These are the four parameters which are going to tell us that schedule variance. This is going to tell us about the things that how our with respect to time. Okay, it is going to help us to evaluate our project with respect to time, with respect to cost, again with respect to time, with respect to cost. But you will understand, oh, if this is also with respect to time, also with respect to, what is the difference? I will help you to understand each and everything in coming slides. So moving on to the next slide, we are going to have schedule variance. So there are formulas. You have to keep this thing in your mind. This is very simple thing. In this, we have understood now how to calculate earned value, how to calculate planned value. Both this is the first output calculated in the earned value analysis. The project manager obtains a value which tells you the amount that the task is ahead or behind the schedule. Now you got it. This parameter is going to tell us that our project is ahead or behind. Let's say, as per our thought, we suppose on the certain data date, 12th Feb, this is the cutoff date, and we, as per plan, we thought that our project should be 50% completed. But if our project is completed like 40% earned value, this is planned value. So put this value in this, either you can convert these value into cost as well. Okay, so put these value into this equation, earned value minus planned value. If SV is negative, when this output going to be negative? When? It's very simple. When this value is bigger than this one, or no, when this value is bigger than this one. When planned value, let's say if earned value is 10 and planned value is 15, it's going to give -5. If as schedule variance is negative, the task is behind schedule. It means that we thought much bigger than this value. Work done is less than what was thought in planning phase, what was estimated as per planning phase. So you have to understand the trends as well. If schedule variance is negative, the task is behind schedule. If schedule variance is positive, the task is ahead schedule. It's a good thing. If schedule variance is zero, the task is on schedule, which is very rare case. This cannot be happen anywhere because it's very rare that you thought that on Wednesday evening to afternoon 2 p.m. you are going to be with your friend and some out of all these odds you are thinking some situation and at the same time you are going to experience that thing. It's very rare kind of thing. So same thing, earned value is equal to planned value is very rare thing, and it can be giving you the value zero. What does mean by that? You are going perfectly as per your plan. So there either there is a negative value or there is positive value. So you have to understand the trends. If there is negative value, it is meaning behind schedule, ahead of schedule if there is positive value. So schedule variance equation is important. Earned value minus planned value. When it is going to be negative, what is the trend? And when it is going to be positive, what is the trend? You have to memorize it. It's very simple thing, not a big deal. So next thing, like the same previous example. See, if schedule vary, this was my earned value in the example. This was the planned value. and this is positive value. What does mean by that? It means that worth of this work done, I am ahead of my schedule. This work done is the positive thing. It is bonus in my pocket. With respect to time, the time required to complete this much money oriented work, I have already done. If it would be negative, what was the trend? That I'm behind the schedule by this much money. Okay, the task is ahead of schedule. Now this is a positive sign, so it means the task is ahead of schedule. So next trend, we are going to understand cost variance. That is schedule performance index actually. So that's easy to understand. Both are the time oriented. The SPI, the schedule performance indicator index, similar to the schedule variance, also indicates ahead or behind schedule, but gives the project manager the sense of relative amount of the variance. It is going to give you another thing. So if you told me your project had a $500 schedule variance, this would mean drastically different things if your project was for building a backyard fence. Don't worry, I will explain you. So actually ignoring it, the formula is earned value. What was the formula of SV? SV formula was earned value minus planned value. So it is very easy to understand SPF formula. EV divided by PV. Same thing. In SV, earned value minus planned value. In SPI, it is earned value divided by planned value. In SV, it is going to give you the trends of negative values and positive values. But here in schedule performance index, you have to memorize the trends with respect to either the output is greater than one or lesser than one. How? I will give you an example. If SPI, see, EV is on the top and PV is denominator. If value is greater than 1, how that would be possible? 4 and 5. So 5 is bigger than 4. It is going to give you value like 0.8 something, lesser than 1. Got it? If something like that, it means my plan was bigger than my work done. If values are lesser than 1, it means we are behind the schedule. You got my point? And if earned value, which is on the top, is 6 and planned value is 5, it is going to give me like this 1.2. It means 5 is lesser, smaller than 6. My plan was smaller, my plan was less, but I have done bigger. So it means a positive thing. So when values in SPI are in these formulas are greater than 1, it means we are good. So if negative values, we are behind the schedule. If lesser than 1, same, behind the schedule. If positive values, we are ahead of schedule. And if greater than 1, it means we are ahead of schedule. But what is the difference? I will make you understand. Here it is clearly, stated that in schedule variance, that we are going to calculate in percentage. $5,000 worth of work we have done extra, $5,000 worth of work we have done less than our planned value. But here in SPI, okay, what 0.8 means? It means when we suppose our productivity for our whole project, we suppose at that time we are going to give us 100%. But if SPI value is 0.80, it means we are not up to the mark. We are less by 20%. You got my point? We are not giving our 100%. Our productivity is not being delivered at 100%. But if 1.2%, what does mean by that? We supposed to deliver our productivity 100%, but we are delivering 20% extra. This 1.2 is denoting 20% extra. That's why we are going to deliver extra things. Got it? So this is KPI indicators which are going to give you the information that how your project is going to be in progress mode or in, slow progress mode. So that's how these the two things you have to understand and evaluate. And then the same thing, cost variance as per schedule variance, same formula. but here you have this, see, I will explain. See, there it is earned value minus planned value. Here you have earned value minus actual cost. Pretty similar things. It's very easy to understand. Here, again, negative things is going to give you over budget. You thought that you are going to be spend your month with this salary. Okay. See, like any data day, 12th Feb, you thought that you have 3,000, you will be having 3,000 in your pocket, but now you have 2,000 in your pocket because this is gone. This was your plan. This should be in your pocket. So it is going to give you 1,000. You are going over budget. In project, same. So this is actually the formula. Negative value is going to give you over budget. If you see that I can't understand, just focus on it. Earned value, the amount spent on work done as per your project schedule. But this is going to give you the actual cost, including everything which was not estimated at that time. Sometimes it happens that you are traveling from one city to another city. You don't know your car is going to puncture. You don't know you need extra water bottles. You don't know your some engine problem is going to happen in the your traveling way. So that's not counted when you are planning. So that's actual cost. You are considering everything. You got it? So cost variance, this is the formula. Negative trend is going to give you over budget. And if it's zero, it's never happened, man. If it is zero, it means you are lucky, man. Huh? You are something like you can predict the things. If positive, you are saving the money. Same way. This one. This worth 2,500 worth of work has done. We are actually ahead of schedule. But actually something happened and we have this much money incurred. So minus 1,000 means this much over budget has been done. The task is over budget. Note that the task can be ahead of schedule but over budget. Too much money has been spent compared to the amount of work. So these are actually analysis. So you have to understand this formula. These formulas will be asking you in job interviews and all that, and their trends are very important. Okay. And same way, now we are going to understand CPI. For CPI, see, same thing as we have already studied. Same thing. It's not big thing. Okay. No, I'm not going like this way. Formula, see, CV having formula earned value minus actual cost. Here, there is this one. If CPI is lesser than 1, it means, let's say, if lesser than 1, let's say $2,500 divided by $3,500. It's going to give you this value. So what does mean by that? Actually, here again, the things trends. If values are lesser than 1, it's not good. Values are bigger than 1, it's good thing. You are saving. But how to understand if your value is 0.7, if your value is 0.9, what is? Just focus on this point. You assume that your project is going to be completed in rupee 1 or in $1. Okay? You got my point? But now you are going to spend point 1 rupee or $1, but you are taking work done in worth of 0.70 cents. Okay, you are spending this $1, but work done is worth of this much. See, 0.3 cents loss because of poor productivity. People are not giving you that much productivity which was promised in the planning phase. Same way, if value is bigger than 1, like 1.2, again you are spending $1, but you are getting work done worth of $1.2. This is your saving. This is your smart mindness. This is your project management. This is your resource deployment. This is your real project planning analysis. You got it? How things will be analyzed when you are going to make your project